Hello students, this would be the next class of your finance and accounting subject. What I have done in my last classes, I have explained you regarding the ratio analysis and different types of ratios. So today we are going to do a problem on that. The very first four are all together: liquidity ratio, solvency ratio, profitability ratios, and turnover ratios. These are the four different types. So the very first thing what we are going to cover is liquidity ratios. Liquidity ratios are divided into three: current ratio, quick ratio, and acid test ratio. So here also, one second. So acid test ratio. In current ratio, you are going to take current assets divided by current liabilities. Current assets means it include all the assets which are of current for one period or less than that, like sundry debtors, sundry debtors, cash in hand, cash at bank, prepaid expenses, and these all will be like current assets as such. So these all include inventories, stores, sundry debtors, short-term loans, deposits, if at all any are there, cash in hand, cash at bank, prepaid expenses, okay, short-term investments. This all includes the current assets. When you talk about the current liabilities, when you have taken a loan for a shorter period, like sundry creditors are the suppliers to your outstanding expenses, any dividend is being claimed, advances, income received in advance, provision for taxation, proposed dividend, this all will come under current liability. So if anything of such thing has been given, you have to divide them. You just add them and you need to divide, okay. Now in the quick ratio, current assets only will be there, but you need to minus the stock and prepaid expenses, because stock will be for a 1 year, prepaid expenses will be a very short period as well. If you pay advance also, that will be for a short, very quick. You cannot, it will take time, no, it will take whole 1 year as such. So prepaid expenses also, like you pay for 6 months or 1 year, something like that, it will take a time, not 1 year, more than that also sometimes. So very quick, you avoid this stock and prepaid expenses, so you need to subtract them, divided by current liabilities minus BOD. BOD is nothing but bank overdraft. Bank overdraft is also, it will take a time, like 1.5 years, something like that. So you need to subtract them. So quick ratio is current assets minus stock minus prepaid divided by current liabilities minus BOD. When you talk about acid test ratio, it includes cash plus short-term investments divided by current liabilities. So now let's do a problem on this. See here, if you see this, these are the liquidity ratios. When you talk about this, we'll do one problem which consists of two ratios, okay. So your liquidity ratios are where consist of three, your leverage ratios are consist of three again: debt equity ratio, total assets to debt ratio, proprietary ratio. Debt equity ratio, debt divided by equity shareholders fund. Debt includes long-term loans, if at all any long-term loans has been given in the question, any debentures, name assets has been given in the question, in mortgage loans, those all you need to take in the numerator. Where equity shareholders funds, these are the denominator items: equity share capital, preference share capital, reserves and surplus, preliminary expenses, if at all has been given, you need to take in the equity shareholders funds. Now this is the debt equity ratio. You have three under capital leverage ratios also. Next is total assets to debt ratio, total assets divided by debt, okay. So debt includes again long-term loans, debentures, mortgages. Total assets, if at all any assets have been given, you need to total them and take in the numerator assets. Next is proprietary ratio. If I tell you how you can remember this, is denominator of this and numerator of this will become the formula of the next one: equity shareholders funds divided by total assets. So equity shareholder funds include these all. You need to take all of them divided by total assets. So let's do a problem on this. So let's take this question. The following is the balance sheet as on 31st March. Calculate liquidity ratios, leverage ratios. Okay. He has given you this information: share capital 2 lakh, profit and loss account 30,000, general reserve 40,000. Okay. Sundry creditors, bills payable, land and building, plant and machinery. You need to take all of them and do the problem as such, okay. So So let's start doing this problem. So let's start doing this problem. I'll take down the entire information in the your screen. Share capital 2 lakhs. I'll just take it down. There's all the information, so that will do a problem. First one is current ratio. The formula is current assets divided by current liabilities. Your current assets includes here, if you can see, he has given you all the list. So stock plus sundry debtors, bills receivable plus cash at bank. These all the things he has taken, so we'll take them all. Okay, so we'll add all of them. 2 lakh plus 1 lakh plus 10,000 plus 40,000. If you add them all, how much it will be? 3 lakh 10, 3 lakh 50,000. Okay, this is the numerator. When you talk about current liabilities, in our question we have only two. Share capital is a long term, profit and loss is a long term, general reserve is a long term, 12% debentures is a long term. Only two are there, sundry creditors and bills payable. So let's take those. Sundry creditors plus bills payable. So here it will be 1 lakh plus 50,000. So it will be 1 lakh 50,000. Okay. So we know the numerator one, then the denominator one. Just you need to substitute 3 lakh 50,000 divided by 1 lakh 50,000. So if you divide this, how much it will come to? So it will be 2.33 is to 1. Okay, that is nothing but 1 ja 2.33 ja, you will get the current ratio. Okay, so this is the first one. Now let's talk about the second method. He is asking liquidity ratios. First one is current ratio. Now if you see this, we are done with the first part. Now we will calculate the quick ratio. So let's do the quick ratio now, B part. Quick ratio, the formula is current assets minus stock. I'm just writing the short form. Minus prepaid expenses, if at all any are there, divided by current liabilities minus BOD. BOD is nothing but your bank overdraft. Current assets, how much we got the total? 3,50,000 minus stock. Stock is how much? 2 lakhs. We don't have prepaid expenses, so just take stock only. You need not to take prepaid expenses as such. Divided by current liability, we don't have bank overdraft, so we will take directly the current liability. So here it will be 1,50,000 divided by 1,50,000. So it will come to 1:1 ratio. Okay. Now the next one is last one. If you see this, the last one is asset test ratio. Let's do this problem. Last one. Asset test ratio, it's also known as absolute liquid ratio. The formula is here cash plus short-term investments divided by current liabilities minus BOD if at all are there. Cash is how much over here? 40,000. We don't have current investment, short-term investment, so we are going to leave it. Divided by 1,50,000. So it will come to 1:3.7. 1:3.7. So with this we are done with the first method, that is liquidity ratios. Okay. So now what you have to do is, so what's the first formula here is debt equity ratio. The first formula is debt equity ratio. If you see this, the formula is debt divided by equity. Debt includes long-term loans, debentures if at all any are there, okay, and mortgages if at all any are there, mortgage loans. And your equity shareholders, equity is nothing but your equity shareholders fund. Equity shareholder fund includes your if you see this, equity share capital, preference share capital, reserves and surplus and preliminaries. So we'll take those all. I am going to write down for equity share capital ESC, preference share capital, reserves and surplus, preliminary expenses if at all are there, you need to take those also. Preliminary, it will be preliminary expenses. So equity share capital, how much he has given you. If you see this, the other slide, what I have taken the information just now. Share capital, profit and loss, general reserve, and those all you need to take down over here. So you need to take profit and loss also over here in this. Reserves includes profit and loss also, so you need to take profit and loss also if at all has been given. So your 2,30,000, 40,000 you need to take down, and 4 lakh these all the three you need to take down, and debt is 4,20,000. So we'll take this. So debt is only one, debentures he has given how much, 4,20,000. The numerator is 4,20,000 and the denominator will be here. You need to take all the other information that has been given. Equity share capital, preference share capital, how much he has given you. If you see this, equity share capital separately he has not given you, 2,30,000 and 40,000. You need to take these above first three. You need to take this first three, share capital, profit and loss, and the general reserve. Okay. So here we'll take this all the information. So equity share capital, two lakh 30,000 and 40,000. Share capital is 2 lakh. Reserve and surplus is 40,000. Profit and loss is 30,000. Preliminary expenses are not there, so you're going to add down. It will be 2,70,000. So now we know the numerator, it's only one, no other loan are there, only debentures are there. So we are going to take in the numerator 4,20,000 and in the denominator 2,70,000. So how much it will come to? 1.56:1. So now the next one is what is next one is your formula. total assets to debt ratio. So we'll do that. Total assets to debt ratio. So let's take that. Total assets to debt ratio. So how much it will come to? Total assets divided by debt. So total assets are how much? If you see this question, total assets are how much? If you do, these are the asset side. So total assets are 8,40,000. So we'll take this 8,40,000 divided by how much it will be debt? 4,20,000. So here how much it will come to? If you get this, 2:1 it will be. Yeah, is it clear? 1 ja 2 ja, like that. So what's the next one now? The final one. If you see this formulas, what's the last one? Proprietary ratio, equity shareholders funds by total assets. Equity shareholder funds by total assets. So the last one is proprietary ratio. So here equity shareholders funds by total assets. So here the denominator will become the numerator. Equity shareholder fund by total assets. So here how much it will come to? 2,70,000 divided by 8,40,000. So how much it will come to if you do this? So it will come to 0.32:1. Okay, this is how you need to do the problems. So now I'll show you few another formulas also in this. It would be helpful. The another formula will be like this. This is how this problem you'll get confused. So need not to. I'll just wind up here. This problem, liquidity ratios are 3, leverage ratios are 3. So you need to substitute in the formulas and get the answer. So that is how we done the liquidity ratios, current ratio, quick ratio and asset ratio. And the other one is leverage ratios. Those are debt equity ratio, total assets to debt ratio, proprietary ratio. So here that is how you do it. You just substitute and get the answer. So I hope it is clear. So here if you see this, what we have done is you need to get the things together and add them. So here also we have done only debt divided by equity we have taken and we have substituted and got the answer. 1:56, 1.56:1. Total assets to debt, total assets divided by debt, 8,40,000 divided by 4,20,000. Proprietary ratio, equity shareholders funds divided by total assets. Okay, so these are important assets. So if you have not understood any of the point or any of the concept, you can message me or you can WhatsApp me and clear it. So we'll do more problems. Let's check out another problem. Given that current ratio is, this is the problem which has been asked in 2019. So I thought we'll do this sort of questions also will be asked. So it's not only that, he'll give you the amounts and ask you to calculate the current ratio, current ratio is something like that. He may also give you the ratios, and out of that you need to calculate the current assets and current liabilities. As such, here he has given that current ratio is 1.75, liquidity ratio is 1.25, net working capital is 1,50,000. Working capital is nothing but excess of current liabilities over current assets over current liabilities, that is CA, current assets minus current liabilities. Now he is asking us to calculate current assets, current liabilities, liquid assets and stock. Okay, so we'll do this problem. It's important as such, it has been asked previously. So it includes as such your current liquidity ratios. That is the reason I thought we'll do this problem also. So let's do this problem as well. So let's take that information. This question I'm going to write down. Current ratio has been given as 1.75. Liquidity ratios, this is also known as quick ratio, 1.25. Working capital, this is also is nothing but current assets minus current liabilities, has been given as 1,50,000. So what he asked us to calculate current assets, current liabilities, liquid assets and stock. Okay, so now as such he has given you current assets. Given information is current assets is equal to current ratio is equal to 1.75. Yeah, so current ratio is 1.75 means basically what's the formula? So basically what's the current ratio formula? Current assets by current liabilities. This is the formula, right? So that means 1.75 means the numerator will be 1.75 and the denominator will be 1. All the time remember this. If something like this has been given, that means 1.75 is to 1. This is the ratio. So the further one will be the numerator and the after one will be the denominator. So here it is 1.75 will be in the numerator and in the denominator 1. So here what you are supposed to do is you need to just substitute over here. So first of all, working capital has been given as how much? 1,50,000. So current assets minus current liabilities will be 1,50,000. Right? So over here what you are supposed to do is, as such we all are familiar, he has given you new current assets 1.75, current liability 1. So you need to just subtract them, 1.75 minus 1. So your working capital will be then 0.75. See, just what we are doing is not only the amounts but also the ratios we can subtract. So the numerator is 1.75, your denominator is 1. So you need to subtract, that is how you get the working capital. So now, so this working capital is that for 0.75. So for 0.75 weight of working capital, it is 1,50,000 working capital. So what will be the remaining? We need to calculate for current assets, right? Current assets are 1.75. So how much current assets will be there for this, right? So over here what we are doing is, so for 0.75 weight of working capital, the amount is 1,50,000 of working capital, right? So for 1.75 of current assets, how much weightage of current assets will be there as such. So over here, this is how we are going to calculate. So your current assets will be, you need to cross multiply. So over here it will be 1,50,000 into 1.75 divided by 0.75. So here it will come to 3,50,000. So these are your current assets. Now we need current liability. The second point what he is asking is current liability. So as such you all are familiar, current assets is equal to current assets minus current liability. So 1,50,000, you need to just substitute over here to get the current liability. 3,50,000 minus current liability. So your current liabilities will be 2 lakhs of rupees. Okay. So this is how you are going to calculate the thing. You just substituting and get the answer. The next one is liquid assets or the quick assets. So formula is quick assets divided by current liability. So how much is he has given you? 1.25. So 1.25 divided by 1, that means. Okay. So over here we are familiar, that is current liability we got is 2 lakh. So that is how we can calculate the quick assets. If you substitute over here current liability, quick assets divided by 2 lakh is equal to 1.25 divided by 1. If you cross multiply this, you are going to get the quick assets of 2,50,000. So this is how you are going to calculate the liquid assets if he asks you. This was for 12 marks long answers, so it's important. Next one is stock. Stock, how we are going to do is, current assets is equal to, what we do is quick assets. Quick assets, how we are going to calculate? Current assets minus stock minus prepaid expenses, if at all any other. So we are familiar with quick assets. How much we got quick assets? 2,50,000. Current assets are how much? 3,50,000. So minus stock. So your stock will be 1 lakh rupees. Just substitution and getting the answer. This is how we are supposed to do. Only tricky part over here in this problem is, here what he has done is he has given you the working capital information and current assets and current liabilities. You just need to substitute the ratios and get the working capital. So now for 0.75 of working capital, 1,50,000 it is. So 1.75 of current assets, how much of current assets from working capital, how much will be the current assets? So if you substitute this, you're going to get 3,50,000. So using this information, you calculate the current liabilities, and using that the other information of current liabilities, you can calculate the quick assets and simultaneously the stock. So this was the question which was asked in 2019 FNA paper for engineering. So it's important. That is the reason, as I just now I have taught you this liquidity ratios. That is the reason I thought I'll do this problem also. That would be helpful for you. So what I am going to do you now is, I'll wind up the class. In my next class I am going to show you more problems on profitability and all. So see all of you guys. Bye all of you. Take care.